What is up, guys? Snowbreaker here, and today I'm showing off the Camp Half-Blood that I made in Minecraft. So, many of you have probably seen my other Camp Half-Blood that I created on my last channel, which was Blue Snowbreaker 96. It wasn't that great. I'll probably post a link in the description just so you can see how big the change is. But as you can see, look around. This took me a long while. I mean, it took me a couple months. I wasn't building every single day of the month. I just, okay, I'm bored. Here, look at this awesome thing I can build. So, a lot of time and effort has been spent into this project, and as you can see, my far distance doesn't even reach the other end of the camp. So, this should be fun. I'm probably gonna make one episode going over all the cabins, and then make another episode going over all the other buildings, because really, there's just too much to show in one video. So, cue the dramatic flybys. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so hope you all have a good time, and dramatic flybys are cued right now. So first off, we have the Poseidon cabin. So this cabin was a bit confusing. I wanted to make it really big, really great, because Poseidon was one of the main gods in the Percy Jackson series, being as Percy is his son. But the book describes it, and I am lagging a lot. The book describes it as like a sort of low-ceilinged, small cabin. Definitely not as big as the Zeus's cabin or anything like that. So trying to keep these descriptions under 1 minute, because 12 cabins, each one a minute, that's 12 minutes already without going over anything else. So the book says that it has 6 different bunk beds, which I tried to keep all these cabins as close to the book as possible. So all these beds, nice, pretty, very pretty. And then I have here Percy's bed with Riptide, Unbreaking 10, Sharpness 5, and Smite 5. Totally, it's pretty OP, but, you know, and added it kind of looks like a pitchfork now that I think about it, but trident right at the entrance, and then, of course, the saltwater fountain, which Percy gets in the 3rd book? No, it's the 3rd book. I am rambling right now. So, this is the Poseidon cabin. So, moving on to the Zeus's cabin, which is right there. Alright. So, next we have the Zeus's cabin. So, this is definitely a lot bigger than the Poseidon cabin. It's described as really large and sort of marble. There isn't really a marble sort of thing, so I settled with sandstone and gold, because gold is a lot like Zeus, really in your face. Blech. It had a wooden door, I think it was, but I couldn't really think of door handles, so I ended up using tripwires, and they seemed to do the job pretty well. So walking in, yes, he is about ready to smite you in the face with his master bolt. This statue took forever because the lightning bolt always turned out looking like crap. So you walk in, big brazier right here to sacrifice to the gods, him, and then small little alcoves for all the beds right here, along with omega symbols. And I am lagging right in the wall. This thing while I'm recording is making me lag so much. So very big. That's what the Zeus cabin is about. And next we have the Hera cabin. So let's move on. Alright, so next we have the Hera cabin. So this cabin, of course, isn't being used because there's no Hera children, because she's the goddess of marriage. So this is going to have no beds, no nothing at all. It's going to be very cold, which is what the book describes it as. So let's go in. Big statue of Hera right there. Do not comment on the statue of Hera, or I will personally slap you in the face. Just because of that, Lady Hera will smite all who comment on her looks. Yes, she is very mean and very, I was going to say benevolent, but that's the wrong word. The word is escaping me right now. Don't judge me. So, it's a big, cold cabin, not very many furnishings, with large braziers, or whatever they're called. Small little fires in the very corners to give it light, and very cold, very dark, which is what Hera is about. Staring contest right now. I win. I win. Alright, moving on to the Demeter cabin. Next up, we have the Demeter cabin. So this is a very, very natural cabin. No stones were harmed in the making of this project. Actually, a lot of stones were. But you walk in, grass floor with water so they can hear the sound of water while they sleep. Very peaceful. Lots and lots of flowers scattered around everywhere to make everything pretty. And in the back, they have their own garden where they grow food for the poop. Well, I'm gonna fix that. Maybe. Probably not. So, very natural cabin. Nothing much to show here because Demeter isn't one of the main... Well, she's a main goddess. She's not a big goddess. So, her cabin is very humble. Doesn't have much flash to it, but great nonetheless. So, moving on to the Athena cabin. Next up, we have the Athena cabin. So, without further ado, let's go in. So in the book, it describes all the beds as being pushed to one side of the wall as if sleeping didn't matter, and I have done that right here with the use of ladders to get to the top bunks. Whatcha? Crap. Bam. Oh, sleep at night. Ah. Okay, so work area right here in case I wanted to craft projects and stuff. That's what Athena is about. Bam. And a little library for them in case they want to fill their brains with useless knowledge. And then, observatory. Up here, I'm going to fly because I'm lazy. Into a panoramic view of the cabins and sort of beyond if my far distance would actually reach that far. Okay, moving on to the Artemis cabin, which is right there. Right there. Bam. Next up, we have the Artemis cabin. So, yes, that is an arrow. I tried all the best to put an arrow on the front, but it didn't work out without putting holes in the cabin. So they're gonna have to deal with it. It's a magical cabin, so they can deal with problems like rain, even though rain can't even get here. So recessed lighting all around, cool. And with lots of lights like the moon and the stars and all that great stuff, and beds for them to sleep in whenever the hunters feel like visiting the camp. So, not much to go over on this. Large fires, because she's the goddess of the hunt and all that stuff. And that's about it for this cabin. Moving on to the Aphrodite cabin. Bam, right there. Okay, now we have the Aphrodite cabin, or Aphrodite. I'm never really sure on which way to pronounce that, but it's described as being like a giant dollhouse. So, my throat hurts. I've been sick for the past couple of days, so don't blame me. Bunk beds for them to sleep in, of course, and of course the shoes of shame. And yes, there's gold around there, because when I release this, I'm hiding a stack of gold bars around, and then you can post your scores on the forum. So, gold right there. Oh, spoiler. And the leather boots, which are the shoes of shame. So, that's about it. Tie-dye floor. Woo! Party time. And moving on to the Dionysus cabin. Dionysus. Same difference. Moving on. So now we have the Dionysus cabin. Don't judge me on my pronunciations, or I will come over there, I will reach through the computer, and I will smack you in the face. So, going in, large saltwater fountain. I don't even know if it's salt water. Let me check. Oh, nope, it's fresh water. My bad. So, a little spring for them. Purple floor, because of course, Dionysus is grapes and all that good stuff. And beds for them to sleep in, and vines. Whoa, that was a big lag spike. Vines, mossy cobblestone, all that sort of grape, vine sort of stuff is put together into this cabin. And well, it's not two-story, but it looks two-story because of the cool purple border ringing around the entire thing. So, it is getting nighttime. I should probably set it today again. So, that is the Dionysus cabin. Bam, right there. And now we're moving on to the Tai Chi. I really hate these pronunciations. Moving on! So now we have the Tai Chi cabin. So going in, it's like the red carpet to an exclusive party, which of course I've never been invited to. So you walk in, bam, amazing entrance. And the beds are smushed against the wall to create room for the dance floor and the disco ball. Yes, it's a very sucky disco ball. I don't want to hear your sass right now. So, there's also a slot machine. You basically enter a minecart in right there. Items pop out, and then they travel down, and then pistons push it out for you. So, might as well try this just because I can. Minecart. Bam. Nope. Oop. Oop. Why isn't it working? It's not working. I should get on that. Or not. I'm lazy. There we go. And those are my winnings. So they drop down, and then the pistons push it out. Mine. I actually don't want all this crap. So, moving on to the Hecate cabin. I am not even trying to pronounce that right. So, we are moving on to that cabin. Bye. So now we have the Hecate cabin. I will slap you across the face. I swear to God. So you walk. Hecate is like the magic goddess, that sort of thing. All that has to do with magic and sorcery. So you walk in, very spooky with the cross. There is a cross, people. Be afraid. And then, my throat hurts. This nice little recessed light in here, along with bunk beds. Whoa, glitch. Along with beds for all the children of Hecate to sleep in and all that important stuff. So, there's not much to show right here. Hecate's not one of the major goddesses, so, again, she gets slighted. I don't care how you feel. We're moving on to the Iris cabin. Shut up! Let's go. So now we have the Iris cabin. Of course, the goddess of the rainbow, as you can see, right here. Walk in, it's like a rainbow, and then this is the middle cloud if you didn't get that. And then beds right here. Really small cabin, really cozy. It's not small, it's cozy, there's a difference. So, not much. Beds for the children of Iris. Get up with little ladder thingamajig, or I guess you just click it right here. But, moving on. Very nice, sort of like springs right here, because rainbows sort of have to do with water, because they come after a storm. So, I decided to put water here. Don't judge me, or I swear, I already said I'm going to smack you in the face. So, I'll do it again. Don't try me. Moving on to the Hades cabin. Over there. There. So this is the Hades cabin, and this is by far my favorite cabin that I built. It just takes in all the elements that I like, and I sort of like the, what are you doing here? Get out of here, you son of... Whoa, holy crap. So, I like all the elements that I brought into here. It's really nice, really dark, along with a nice pool of lava pouring down, and nether portals right here. Because what is up with these beds? What the? I'm not even gonna. What? Is it? But. Whatever. I will fix it. Don't even try me. So I really like this cabin. Really dark, really awesome, and scary and frightful, as the children of Hades are. So, not much else to show right here. Don't really want to walk through these nether portals because I don't want to. They're scary. They're dark. I'm scared of the dark. Hermes cabin, right there. Cue the really fast motion. It's like, Bleh. Go now. I order you. Leave me alone. I want to go in the hot tub. Better. So now we have the Hermes cabins. This is one of the most normal looking cabins. It looks like a super-sized version of a regular cabin that you probably have gone to in your life. So you walk in, regular bunk beds with places to store your stuff. But Hermes cabin has a lot of extra people coming in and people who come and go. So they need some temporary places for people to sleep, and that's what this is up here. Yes, there are a lot of beds, but this is where most of the people go because, again, there's not that much room down here, especially when there's a lot of Hermes undetermined kids going into this cabin. So, when they need to, they'll go up there. But Hermes cabin is an emphasis on just like a regular cabin. Nothing really special about it. So, Nothing much else to show right here, so we will move on to the Hephaestus cabin. Bam, right there. So this is the Hephaestus cabin. So probably after Hades, this will be my second favorite cabin. I just love this smokestack right here. My throat still hurts. If you haven't noticed, well, I've already actually said I've already been sick, but you can tell my voice is sort of like, blah, I don't want to work today. Do it some other time. Of given to procrastination, but I'm like, no. So you walk in, lava, lots of all that stuff, because, whoa, my frame rate just dropped. Hephaestus is the god of fire and all that fiery goodness stuff, so he has all this fire right here. Don't judge me. Anvil right here. They just implemented this as I finished the map, so I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll put that there. And lots of lava to smelt your stuff, along with water to cool it. More lava. And, of course, beds for all the Hephaestus kids, along with chests to store all your amazing goodies, which are empty. Don't judge me. I'm lazy. I could have put stuff in there, but I'm not, so shut up! Moving on to the Apollo cabin. Right there. Right there. So, this is the Apollo cabin. So, I was trying to sort of do different styles with each building. So, this cabin turned out to be a cylinder. Don't ask me why, it just happened. But, yeah, Apollo's the god of the sun. Some people are saying Helios is the god of the sun. In Percy Jackson, he clearly states that Helios disappeared, he faded, which is when gods die, and the duties of the sun got folded into Apollo. So, no raging in the comments. I won't allow it. So, in here, nice little cabin with lots of bunk beds for the children of Apollo to sleep, and all that good stuff. There's not, whoa, frame rate lag. Not much else to show right here. Oh, they're getting cozy right here. I'm rambling on there. There's nothing much to show in this cabin because even though he's a pretty big god, it's not, you can't really build as much as in like the Zeus's cabin or something like that, because I can't put a statue right here. What do you expect me? I should put a starburst here, so it looks pretty. Yay! I'm rambling here. Ares cabin, no! So lastly, we have the Ares cabin. This is built like a fortress. Going in, have all the bunk beds for all the Ares kids to sleep in. Of course, you gotta have those. But off to the side is a little tower, which has very, very scary lava and is supported with fences. You climb up the ladder, and there is more gold in here. Oops, spoiler. Spoiler alert. Along with TNT cannons for the Ares cabin to declare war on the rest of the cabin. I am not going to fire them off because I'm not... It's so tempting. I'm not stupid. I don't want to blow up my own map. And it has this pretty cool fence surrounding the entire thing, like barbed wire fence, which is mentioned in the books. So, not much else to show here. Really cool iron fences just going down the entire tower to make it look cool. And that is basically... Whoa, I am... Twirl. I'm getting a lot of lag right here. So, that's been all the cabins. Now I guess I'll just go and show off the rest of this stuff. Pretty fountain with lots of trees around it. Basketball court. I used cauldrons with cobwebs underneath because, admit it, those look like basketball hoops. Don't even lie. You're lying right now. Whoa. I hope you saw that lag. That was really big. Little 3-point lines on either side with a halfway mark and bleachers. That's good. Hestia's I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Hestia's. It's the same thing. I will smack you a third time. Hestia's fireplace in the center of the camp, just like the book says. I am lagging. Orange and black camp flag right in the center to symbolize that they're Camp Half-Blood. Better not F with them, or they'll come and stick a sword up your butt. Along with the volleyball court, which has cobwebs for a net. Oh god. Oh god. And with bleachers and the same sort of sculpture on the other side. So, this has been the cabin sort of area. Next episode, we'll be going over all the other things like the big house, the camp forge, stables, sword arena, climbing wall, Zeus's fist, yeah, Thalia's tree, the chariot racing place, the docks, the dining pavilion, and Bunker 9, which is over there. You can't see it because it's concealed pretty good. Not that good, because I had to have a teleport, which is up there. I'm going up there right now. So when you start the map, you will probably spawn up here. I'm not exactly sure. I'm having trouble with trying to get people to spawn here. But you spawn up here, which has 4 different command blocks to take you to different portions of the map that you want to Zeus's Fist, the docks, Bunker 9, and the center of camp, just to make it a bit easier for everyone to use it. And if you're raging like, oh no, this isn't accurate, it's gonna rain here, that's so stupid, well, I actually surrounded the thing in a glass dome, but it appears flat because I raised the dome, but once it got to max world height, it cut off the top of the dome, so just encased the top with a flat thing, but on the edges it's still a dome. So it will not rain here, so stop crying, it's still accurate. And I'm just rambling here, so tune in next time to see all of those awesome things, and I will probably post a download link in the second one as an incentive to go see it. So I'll see you next time, and have a good day. Twirl with me. Twirl.